A Rock Rapids, Iowa couple have turned personal tragedy into blessings for the others.
And they use their experience to help comfort families who have suffered the loss of a child. In tonight's Eye on KELOLAND, Tom Hansen finds out how the Oakland Foundation is impacting families all over the country.
Travis and Jessica Remy's daughter Oakland was born on January 4th, 2018.
What we didn't know was that she was born with an extremely rare hemangioma on her liver that ruptured due to the pressure of being born.
Oakland struggled to live. At one point, it looked like she might survive, but after 10 hours on this earth, her little heart stopped beating.
She was beautiful, and yeah, she had a full head of dark hair, and our kids got to meet her, which was a really tough decision, but the right decision at the end of the day. And
with two older brothers, to this day, when people ask how many kids the Remys have, they say 3.
And they still have a hard time with that.
Along with the pain of losing a child, the Remys felt alone. Jessica remembers leaving the hospital without Oakland.
I had to stand in the same waiting area next to a mom that was in a wheelchair carrying a carrier on her lap. She was taking her baby home, and here I was waiting for my husband to pick me up with an empty car seat, a diaper bag that, you know, we had to take home and empty out. We had to go home to a house that, I mean, I had everything ready to go. I had burp rags hung over the rocker. I mean, we had everything ready to go. And that's hard.
They found little to no support for grieving families like theirs. But that experience, that painful journey, led them down a path. They discovered talking about Oakland helped. They started the Oakland Foundation 6 years ago. The nonprofit offers help to parents who have lost a child. They started off with care packages catered to each mom and her loss.
And that evolved and did more of the weighted bears. So our bears weigh the same weight as the child that passed, anywhere from under a ½ pound to 10 pounds in weight. And we partner with local hospitals to make sure families can leave with those in hand.
They also fulfill prayer requests, a service that comes naturally to Travis.
130-year-old building, beautiful stained glass windows, the pipe organ. There ain't too many of those left anymore.
The Rock Community Church is his church.
I never thought I'd be a pastor. I still have a hard time believing it some days. Yeah, I really do. God and Jesus. It's not always fun and games. It's not always a dream profession. I want people to hear that, but I have to pinch myself that I'm a pastor. Like,
oh, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're a pastor's wife.
Yeah, and I said I'd never be one of those either.
Yeah.
But on a scale, I mean, if you look at all the things that you would have been in life,
pretty low.
Yeah.
Pastor would have been pretty low.
Yeah.
The congregation at the Rock Community Church has grown, just like the Oakland Foundation's new program, helping families pay for the funerals for children. In August, the foundation teamed up with a funeral home to honor Baby Gabriel. The infant's body was found at a Sioux Falls recycling center in early August.
She's like talking to me, well, she's got tears pouring down her face. She said that Miller Funeral Home called me this morning and they want us to help name that baby, and they maybe want you to be part of the service. This is so cool to just sit here and see this place full. Jessica and I thought about that Gabriel was alone. He had nobody. And Gabriel means angel of God, and we knew that God had a plan for him, even if, you know, it wasn't fair. It was, the time that he had here on earth was not fair. It was cruel, it was mean, it was alone, and all that stuff. We don't know all the circumstances there, but it just wasn't fair for him.
To this day, the Remys are in awe of the response. It was standing room only at the service. People from all walks of life attended, and the procession was 50 cars long. The circumstances of Gabriel's death are still a mystery, and that might be why his story continues to draw interest from all over the world.
Yeah, we saw news stories that had broke in like the UK.
Oh yeah, news is crazy.
I mean,
it was Gabriel's story was all over.
He's touching the lives of many people, and what an honor it is for us that we get to continue to pass on his legacy and talk about him, and he's a part of our family. We're not going to forget him. I say often I can't wait for the day that I get to meet Oakland and she runs into my arms again. and now I'll get to meet him too. And I just think that that's a pretty incredible thing.
With Eye on Keloland, I'm Tom Hansen.
And the foundation is filling a void, and Jessica now gets requests from all over the country. They are also working with hospitals to set up bereavement support programs for moms and dads who lose children. If you would like to learn more, we set up a link to the Oakland Foundation website on Keloland.com.